Hello and welcome to this week's live. I'm Samridhi, your cosmic soul whisperer. Every week we come together to tune into the collective Akash and see how we can consciously navigate through the energies of each week, and through that, how we can consciously align with our Akash and make the most of the energetics of each week and keep your soul aligned. So I see that I did some makeup in a hurry and I had a little bout of crying just before our session. So my makeup is run down. So I'm just going to alter my background a little bit. um, it's been interesting that each week I've been joining from a different city or a different location, and now I am in a different city. I am in Bangalore, which is my hometown. This is the very room where I grew up, and I did my university here, I did my higher education here, and I also did my first job here. And from then on, I started to travel everywhere. And this is also the very room in which I had many beautiful experiences, many soul level expansions. So happy to share that energy with you as well. So as we are journeying, I see a lot of old friends have joined. So welcome everyone. Welcome John. Welcome Matthew. Welcome Reflective Soul One, and welcome Shannon. So lovely to see you all here and see everyone who's joined YouTube. You're very welcome as well. So let's quickly get into the energies of the week. First of all, let's start with solstice. Happy solstice, first of all. It's interesting that I live in the southern hemisphere. I live in Sydney, and for some reason, my soul has called me to experience solstice from the northern hemisphere. So I've been in the part of the world where I've had the longest day, and people in the southern hemisphere have had the longest night. That was yesterday, and the solstice energies are still very active and present in our field right now. So it's fascinating that the balance is occurring. Many of my friends have shared, my wonderful friend Jess, she's shared lots of physical rebalancing is taking place. And as the physical rebalancing is taking place, many people are feeling physical symptoms. In my case, things have been a little bit different. I've not been feeling physical symptoms. I'm again obsessed with my hair, and it's not listening to me, but I'm going to try my best not to get distracted by it. These physical symptoms may come for you as headaches, muscle ache, feeling like you're not able, you're very tired, you're not able to do things. It could have also been the Sunday energy, and you might have assumed that, oh, it's a Sunday, that's why I'm feeling this way. But there is definitely a lot of potent energy that has come through because of the solstice. So that there's that energy. There's the energy of polarity, because whoever's tuning in from the southern hemisphere, I'm coming from the northern hemisphere, and we are bringing in a sacred balance. So during solstice and equinoxes, there's definitely like a rebalancing, a change of season, a kind of energy. So excuse me, we this morning I had a session where it was very interesting. Her guides were showing her rainbow energy emerging from her soul, but there's also like the colors between the colors, that the gray area. There's a kind of gray area between each color transition in the rainbow of her field. And I shared with her that this actually feels more like a collective message as well. So it's a message for you, but also a message for the collective. And it feels right, because we are in the colors, the gray area between the change of colors, the change of seasons. So whether it's autumn or spring, wherever you are in the world, there's definitely this energy of moving into the next season of your life. Now, many of you last week may have experienced a kind of betrayal, or something that was shocking, or a dynamic that you never thought would be that way. Um, and I've been experiencing that with the sessions I've been having, with the sharings I've had, and even in my own journey, not in a very extreme form, but in some form that has been coming up. So I'm bringing that energy, and and whatever is poised for healing through that in this journey as well. Now, I also want to share some really beautiful carry forward energy from last week. I shared with you a picture of Ganesh, and the initiation with Ganesh, where you imagine that you're sticking a coin on that, on his on the picture, And just imagine that you're doing that, and ask Ganesh to keep the coin stuck there, and share your wish, and then allow that wish to come true. So that was something that I was very, very blessed to do. This was It was always in my heart to visit Kamakya Devi Temple. It is considered to be the most sacred, divine feminine Kali energy temple in the world. If I find something even more powerful, then I will share. But so far, in the energies I've experienced, it is the most alive and powerful energy. This is the energy of the goddess's womb energy. So in the story, I mean, I heard this when I heard the Egyptian story that the Isis went collecting pieces of Osiris from all over the world. I wondered, where I'd heard that story before. And in our, there is a story of Kali where when hi Takshi, hi Arayana, you're so welcome. So when I saw this temple, this story came back to me that was shared in childhood, that when uh, when the goddess had disintegrated in many pieces, and all those pieces were spread across, her yoni energy, her womb energy, had gone and fallen on this beautiful mountain, which is now in the city of Guwahati, and the capital city of Assam, a beautiful state in the northeast of India. It's full of tea estates, and it's got this very rich mountain vibe. All the six sisters, all the six important hills, and all the different cultures in the northeast, they are connected to this energy. And this goddess, she stayed there, and there is a fresh spring that is there in the sacred place of the womb, and it runs 24/7 all year round. And this place Guwahati, hi Dan, this place Guwahati can be very warm at times and very cold at times, and there's very high humidity, but this water never stops, this stream never stops. It has never been reported that the stream has stopped. So it's the flowing love of the mother that is always there. There's unconditional love always there. Now, when we speak about the mother archetype, many things happen in our system. For some, Mother's Day is the most beautiful day in the world, and in their life, in the year. And for some, it may even be triggering. So, we're all learning about ourselves through these relationships we have around us. So, if your relationship with your mother at this point is not feeling that smooth, then this may be a time where the cosmic mother takes over and allows for the healing to occur for you. And if you have a beautiful relationship with your mother right now, this is really deepening that by surrendering to an even more powerful force that's connected to your soul energy, the love of the cosmic mother. So with all of these things happening, I had this lovely experience where my mother and I we traveled there. It was almost like a calling for me that I wanted to visit this temple. I'd never visited this temple in my life, and I was told by so many people, "You should go there. You should go there. It's a wonderful temple. You need to go there." When people tell you that you need to go to a certain place, sometimes it's a soul calling. It's a soul message that is coming through different people. So I felt it that way, and this time I took it and I said, "Yes, I'm going." So my mom and I, we booked our flight tickets. No, we actually took a train. So we took an overnight train. We reached there in the morning. My mom's cousin stays there, so we stayed at her place, and then we went to the temple. When we went to the temple, it was absolutely splendid. It was very crowded because there's something very beautiful happening there. So in this Kamakya temple, 3 days a year is the period of the mother. So during that time, the people are not allowed inside the temple, but they are welcome to sit around the temple complex, within the temple complex, and contemplate, meditate. Many yogis come there, many tantrics come there, many energy healers, workers in different schools and traditions come there to sit and meditate. So it's a very sacred time. It's a time of being in the womb of the mother to allow any creation to happen and any uncreation to happen. That's what the mother can do. before she manifests us, before she gives birth to us in the physical world, she can create and uncreate. That is this power that the great mother has. And just 2 days before that, I got this opportunity to go to this temple and actually go in the temple to visit the sanctorium of the temple. Now, when we initially went, we were only allowed to see the temple from a distance, because there are many chambers within the chambers within the chambers. So we were able to get to the farthest chamber and just visit and pay our respect from there. So when we did that, I was happy. I was not complaining. I was like, maybe this is what my cosmic mother wanted me to see. No complaints. I'm happy with this. I came back. There was also a gentle lesson for me in ego and discernment. There was somebody who was sitting. He had covered himself in ash. He had these dreadlocks, and he was sitting there with a big. It's called a bhala. It's kind of like a metallic thing. It's got this handle, and then it's got this turnip kind of a shape, all made of metal. And he was holding that and was sitting in a meditative posture. He felt like somebody very, like he looked like somebody very important, and that made me very curious. Like energetically, maybe he's a great soul, and he was dressed like that. So I just reached out and I touched his feet. I don't usually take this process of touching somebody's feet and paying my respect lightly. I do this when I genuinely feel it, which is also very hard in my culture where you touch the feet of all your elders. So I use discernment and sincerity within that. So when I went to touch his feet, almost aggressively, he took some ash and he rubbed it on my third eye in a way that felt just not okay. I think if you're tuning into this message, you can feel it too. It felt just not okay. It just felt like it was fake. It was just not real. And then as soon as he did that, he said, "Give me money." And I was like, I got curious because I saw something, not because I felt something. So that was a lesson that I got before I was allowed in the temple. And I had to giggle and laugh and say, okay, sometimes we make these mistakes. Just because something looks beautiful and welcoming and sacred, or right in some way, we make our decision accordingly and we go towards it. But it is the feeling that is going to guide us right in the right direction, the inner knowing that is going to guide us. So that was my lesson, and I was like, okay, goddess, lesson learned. Now I'm ready to see you. And that's when actually we were able to go in the temple. But that trip was, still we could see her externally and then come back. We reached home. We had a lovely experience. It was just absolutely beautiful. The whole temple complex, the sacredness, and that this has been a tradition that has been passed on for thousands and thousands of years, and people continue to light the lamp. People continue to pray and honor this goddess. So this place has become such a strong energetic field. And it is said that the many contemplators, the meditators, the yogis who come here, they never go inside the temple. They actually stay in the periphery inside the temple complex and contemplate there. They meditate there. So it is, they recognize that the land itself is the energetic temple. The land itself is a sacredness, and so they don't need to go physically within the temple. That's what I told myself, and maybe a part of that is true. We reach home, and suddenly my mother gets a call that a friend, her cousin has a friend who kind of connected with somebody, and somebody like really influential in Indian politics has a PA, and the PA is visiting the temple, and so they can give us company. Now, there was something that I was holding very dear to my heart, that I don't want to pay money or bribe people to get a VIP pass or anything like that to go and visit the mother, especially because I'm going to see the womb space. I didn't want to pay to see my mother's womb space. It kind of felt almost like that to me. It felt something wrong. So I was praying, and I said to Kamakya Devi, I prayed to her and I said, "Look, I really want to visit you. I really would love to sit in your womb as a little daughter, but I don't want to do this by paying any money, because I feel like that would be dishonoring you, and I don't want to do that. So if this happens, let it happen in its own organic way, and that's how it happened. So we go, and we're invited in the most sacred time of the year to visit the temple, and we are taken in the most special route, the VIP route. And for me, I'm not used to, VIP or special access or anything like that. I don't come from, I mean, I don't have that mindset, and I don't accept things in that way. But here it came in, and it came and fell in my lap, and so I just allowed it to work through me. So we go in the temple, and the temple within the temple, where we saw the statue of the goddess, and it was so magnificent. And I just kept feeling the beauty in my heart when I was connecting with her and the many blessings she's bringing. Now, this energy of Kali is very unique. It's not the energy of destruction, or, people get afraid of Kali energy, saying, oh, that's a destructive or a very strong, fiercely feminine energy. This energy is fiercely feminine, but in a way of preparing herself for a divine union. So the parts of us that feel separated, the parts of us that don't feel connected to life or to our partner or to the idea of having a partner, that aspect, she connects you with that. It was quite special to feel that. And there's also the divine masculine within the temple complex, so that they are together in this temple, but his temple is much smaller. So I went there. I had this most beautiful experience sitting in the room. I had so many wishes in my mind, but when I went there, I went completely blank. All I could do is just be in the lap of the mother and just surrender to her. And I was able to bring in the wish that whoever connects to me and through my work, they all receive your love and blessing. And so I knew that this was going to come up in our life today. In fact, I'm going to dedicate the upcoming monthly meditation to this experience, and to sit in the womb of the Cosmic Mother. So just mark it in your calendars, the 3rd of July. That's a Friday, and 7:30 p.m. Sydney time. I'm going to do this meditation. I'll leave the link in the description, so that if you want to join that, you can experience this being in the womb of the Cosmic Mother and receiving the love from there. So that was a very special experience. And after that, I've just been very sleepy. So I had to catch a plane and then catch a couple of things to reach here where I am. And all through the way, I tried to sleep as much as possible, and I've been very sleepy in the last 2 days. And so it's been a very interesting experience. I'm still integrating it. Another special experience that happened was this victory of courage over fear, and to be able to relook at things that actually initially scared you. So that has also been processing through me and through the clients I've been meeting through sessions and through interactions. So I'd love to know where that took you to. What are the things that you faced the second time without fear? And you can leave them in the comments. I read all comments, respond to all comments. So just make sure that you're able to share, because I'm here to listen. Now, let's get into the collective Akashic energies of this week. And for all those of you who are tuning in, feel free to leave a word that you'd like me to add in this journey. So I bring in the energetics of this word along with whatever's coming up in the Akash of this week. And then we bring through the healing as well through language activation. All right. So as I tune into the collective energies for this week, I've done some prayer work. Sorry, I need to share one more important thing before that. Uh, Maybe it'll come up. Sorry. Okay. I'm sure they're just saying maybe another time. Okay, great. Sorry. All right. So as I'm tuning into the energies of this week, what I'm seeing is a swamp, and within the swamp, um, I see that a plant is trying to grow in the swamp, but this is a plant that doesn't usually grow in the swamp. This grows on flat soil, but it does grow on clay kind of soil. It grows very well in clay. So as this plant is trying to grow, the swamp is pulling it down, but it has this determination to stand here. Within this space, suddenly divine intervention takes place, and I'm seeing that there's, that Wonder Woman's what was that stick thing, the rope thing, the I don't know what to call it. Let's call it the Wonder Woman's rope. So there's some kind of a rope like that that anchors into this and pulls it out of the swamp. As this is being pulled out from the swamp, it's being replanted in a different place. And this time it's being planted in, again, a very unconventional place to what this plant is used to. It's being planted inside the temple complex of an ancient temple. Now, generally, it's used to being planted in a house or in a garden, but never inside a temple complex. This time, it's been uprooted from where it was being pulled down, dragged down, and it's being planted into a temple complex. As this replanting takes place, seeing many beings coming to sing and to allow energetic vibrational support for this plant to heal from the transportation, from the trauma of, you know, uh, suddenly feeling like it was drowning, to really starting to recover. And as that begins, I see that the weather conditions start to change. And although it's starting to pour and rain heavily, this plant is protected. It's almost like an invisible oval around this plant. And this invisible oval has this whitish energy that's emanating from it inside for the plant. So it continues to incubate, to heal as it's raining all around. So in this vision, I continue to see, I'm seeing that children are now surrounding this, and it actually becomes a sacred shrine for people to come and connect with, to find solace and influence, inspiration, and to find answers. And this plant knows that it's just here to grow, and as it grows, others grow too. Now, every week when I look at a vision like this, the main idea becomes a protagonist, which is you. So see yourself as a plant. So if there is an aspect of your life that may have been dragging you down, then this week is about a very beautiful divine intervention of repurposing and relocating you in a situation that is more helpful, more supportive. And you may initially not feel it's right for you because you're not used to that, but it is a temple, and within the temple you are so protected, so that you can nurture and grow yourself, you can heal yourself. But as you're healing, you also continuing to share support, love, and inspiration with others who are coming to see. And these are childlike souls, these are innocent beings that come in with innocence in their heart, sincerity in their heart, no mixed intentions, no intentions of if I do this, then this will happen, then this will happen, no convolutions in their behavior, in their approach. So, what aspects of your life remind you when you see the drowning aspect, or the quicksand, that energy where you're in this feeling of being dragged down? And what aspect of you is feeling that you're in a new place where you're starting to be nurtured? Allow this week to do this in subtle and grand ways. I suspect that this dream, which is kind of like very powerful energy, is coming with the influence of the solstice, because around equinox and solstice, the potent energies that have been left behind and not fully utilized from the previous cycle come and activate here and complete that. So you get an extra packet of an extra boost of energy to complete what you needed to complete. Also, any residual energy from the previous cycle comes in to be released quickly, so that you don't have to take it or carry it. You get the opportunity to not carry it in the next cycle. Sometimes we still do. Sometimes we do it through generations, but this is where it's leading us. So within this, there is an invitation to to not be afraid of emotions, because if you see throughout this journey, there's dampness as a common factor. Whether it was that damp place, the swamp where the plant was kind of getting dragged down, or the place where the plant goes and is relocated as inside a temple, but it's still pouring. So don't, and water represents our emotional body, your emotions. So don't be afraid of your emotions this week. Know that your emotions are actually, if used in the higher wisdom, if used in alignment with your mind, can actually be a very, very powerful indicator of the next decision, the next step that you need to take. and how you can protect yourself, how you can safeguard your boundaries in a sacred way, so that your inner process can take place that way. So if there are any emotions, sometimes, if you go on an extreme, if you go only towards emotions and try to make decisions only through your emotions, there are things that can be considered from your mental view, that your mental intelligence, that are not considered, and that's why some of those pitfalls can happen. And if you take decisions only with the mind and don't connect with your emotions, it becomes heartless, emotionless, not feeling, not lacking any, lacking any emotions, lacking any passion, lacking any joy. So we don't want to go either this way or that way. Right in the middle, where there is a balance, like the solstice is bringing us that balance of mind and body, mind and heart. Excuse me. So this connection between heart and mind, your emotions and your mental field, your electrical and your magnetic fields, emotion and mental, so magnetic and electrical fields is coming together. And as this comes together, it starts to create this energetic shield around you, this energetic shield around for you to grow and heal yourself, while you can also be of support and assistance to others. But notice that your support and assistance in this vision is not coming from people plucking your leaves. It's coming from people sitting with you, honoring your journey, and taking inspiration from your journey. So this week is not about sacrificing or emotionally laboring or over laboring, if there's a word like that, to be of service to others. This week is about fully being in your path, being honest and sincere with the emotions you're feeling, allowing them to complete the loops that they want to complete, and that in turn is allowing the people around you, the people that love you, or the people that can benefit from your experience, from your wisdom, to receive it through inspiration, to receive it through witnessing. So that's what is happening this week. Now, the obstructive energies or the challenging energies for this week are emotional overloads. Sometimes there can be moments where we are so much in our emotion, whether it is a lot of pain, a lot of fear, or a lot of a combination of many things, anxiety, that energy can come up too. And these come up in sparks or waves. They're not constantly there. And then there are parts, like grief, that can constantly be there in the background, just really pulling you down. If there's any of that in your field, that those can be the obstructive energies. And that's why the power of Ganesha, the goddess, the elephant god, he is the one that removes or wards off all obstruction. So there's that clearing of path taking place. And in this morning session with the client, I also saw Archangel Metatron very powerfully coming in. So this also shows me a very powerful movement forward. So if you've been stuck in a certain cycle, if things haven't been moving in your job, or things haven't been moving in your relationship for a while, or in your health journey for a while, trust that the energies are so potent that if you allow and listen, if you allow and go with this, with trust, with faith, these energies will assist you in being able to overcome all the stuff and close those loops. So as this continues, the beneficial energies or supporting energies for this week are coming from ritual. So I'm seeing a bull and I'm also seeing a goat. Now, the bull and the goat, this was another sad thing that I saw. This was a sad thing that I saw in this temple. And that was, I saw a lot of goats around and baby lambs and these little babies, in any species, babies have that baby energy, very innocent and sweet. And I was able to pet them, and they were just so kind and so loving and so innocent and naive. And I believe that some sacrificial practices still take place in that temple, and that was very painful for me. And I remember that my mom and I, we sat in a corner and cried for a while because it was too painful to see that. And imagine if you have been that one to sacrifice yourself, sacrifice your time, your emotions, when when you can easily support others without the sacrifice. You can do it through wholeness, you can do it through compassionate listening, but still keeping your boundaries so that you don't destroy the things that are happening in your world for somebody else. And that's not being selfish, you know that. It's really about honoring where you are, where they are, and trusting that just through the right amount of space holding and their own trust in their own path, they'll find their way, just as you find yours. We all have a plan, and divine has a plan for all of us. So that energy of succumbing to sacrifice or sacrificial energy, that is coming up to this week. So if there are any aspects of your life where you have compromised or sacrificed, and there's literally no, it's kind of like a kamikaze. You just don't have any outcome from it, any positive outcome from it. You just, you're just completely giving it, and it's just one way. This is now time to reconsider that, and instead of doing that, to find the balance. And if you're not able to find the balance, to leave a prayer, to ask for assistance in physical and non-physical ways, so that you can actually have your own space to grow. Because remember the vision, there is a protective, like a bell curve, bell jar kind of a protective energy within which the plant is growing and thriving. So ask for that bell jar energy to be with you, that energetic bell jar, so that you don't sacrifice. You're able to serve through love, you're able to serve through your higher empathic abilities. So that's another energy that is coming through this week. Also, obviously, the energy of discernment is coming up. Remember that that person who was sitting in the costume of a saint, or costume of an agori. Agori is agoris are a kind of school of non-physical living, spiritual journey, where they release all physical attachment, and excuse me, they have their own path, and they are very powerful beings. They have nothing to do with our physical world, and they go to extreme extents to be able to realize that or to work with that. So as that is continuing to happen, if you find people are dressed in a different way but they actually feel different, or if something looks different, looks attractive but doesn't feel aligned, go with the feeling first, and then see where that takes you. Because that $50 that I gave to this man won't come back to me. But it was a lesson. It was the money I paid for the lesson of discernment in that space. And only then I was actually allowed to get into the temple. So you may have some initiation or test or invitation to have more discernment before a deeper soul gift unlocking happens. Or if you're on a similar path, but definitely the energy of discernment is coming through as well. Now I'm going to bring through some light language activations to assist us to navigate through the challenges and make the best of the supportive energies. Now, Yalana Sarshiana Suru Kurasi Ita Rasila Nasana Shukuna Surushia Saranasha. These are ancient saints, Yalana Shukura Sakasha, contemplators, meditators, Yalana Shuisana Shukusana, yogis, Yalana Shukusui Nashaka, or whatever names are given to these beings in different cultures all over the planet. Yana shuru sunu shuku sunu, the wise ones. Yahina shuku rasalana shu isarasha isarasha isarasha. They ask us to ground, they ask us to connect. Yalana shu isana shu suru shunu suru shulunu shuku. Through the door of discernment, we open the door to devotion. Yala shiana sharasana. And within that door, within that chamber, when you enter, Yala shunu suku shurunu suruku, cosmic mother's love overflows. Yashu nasuruku shana sarala nashu usuru shunu sukurushu. You are supported, you are protected, you are guided. Yala nashu kunu shuru sunu shuku. All your fears, all your anxiety, or anything else that is not letting you feel joy or presence in this moment, this is an invitation to now release that into the womb of the mother, the cosmic mother. Yalana shukuru no unasuru The love for the mother is also coming up. So if you can, if you'd like, leave a prayer for your mother, by your biological mother, or your the mother that raised you. Yalana Shur Suno Shukuraka, a gentle prayer for her well-being, for her love, for her joy. Yana Shuru Sui na Shukula na Shasana Shaka, for the peace of your mother. Yalana Shukuru no Shui Sana Shuralana Shukusa. Now also returning this peace to the cosmic mother, to wish for the love of the cosmic mother. Ya shulono shuruno sui nasha asara nasha. So something so special about this relationship with Kamakya Devi, or the cosmic mother goddess. Uh, you can love her back. You don't always have to ask her. You can also say, "Mommy, you need to take care of yourself. You're working too hard. I want you to rest a little bit now. I'm here to love you. I'm here to care for you." Yalana shuruna sukku shuruku. Although we are in a different realm and we can't physically help our cosmic mother, even that emotion as it goes through, it brings so much more love and compassion within your heart. Yala shiana surushunu sukura la yanasha. It's deepening your bond with your cosmic mother. Ya yana shurusunu shuku sara. That feminine aspect that created you, that aspect of you that created you. Yana sala shuru sunu shuku sunu kushala asiyana sha. Now I see Archangel Metatron stepping in. Yana sulu shiana saraka, preparing the Markaba, preparing the cosmic chariot, the energetic chariot for you to transition from where you are, to where you want to be. Yala nashuku, or where your soul wants you to be. Yana shukurunuku, you're anchoring yourself from the higher version. Yana shuku sulunushuku, and here in this space, you are guarded, you're protected, you are honored, and you are sacred. Yalana shuku suishana sara shunu sulanasha. There's grace in this. Although there may be speed in this, there is grace in this movement. Yanashu surusha ali nasurunu shuku saranashu usarasha. The energy of the elders is coming in. The elders in your life, the elders from your ancestry, the elders that you consider from the land where you belong. Yana shuru sunushuku, the elders from your star origins. Yana shuru sunushukula. Some elders are coming in from the Syrian system. Syrian energies are very powerful. I'm feeling them very powerful today. There must be something astronomical, astrological, and these Syrian beings are here. Yanashunuku surunushu. They come with wisdom in their eyes. Yasha'ala nasarashunu sukurushu. So you may navigate your path with peace, with love, with joy. Yanashurunuku. And open your heart to love again once more. Yanasha. And I feel this is an overlapping theme from last week. Last week, too, there was something about opening your heart to love. So if you're in a relationship and you haven't experienced that warmth in a while, then this is that time to slow down and experience that warmth, because love is actually a choice as much as it is an emotion. Yana shuluna shuruku. So choosing to be in love, choosing to feel that love. Yana shukura nasalana shuinasa. And if you are not partnered yet, Yana Shuku, and desire to do that, then this is also a time when your heart is beginning to open through the door of discernment. You're opening the door into cosmic love. Yana Shurunusuku. And for those who are single and want to be single, this is a time of a deeper union with your own inner self. Yashishana Sarashulunushuku. For you have a deep inner knowing that you're never alone. You're always supported, you're always aligned, and you're always along with the cosmic family. Yana Shuru no Suisha Asara, 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 Asara. So, bringing all of these messages together this week, there is a transformation or transition from where you are to a more sacred place in your life. It could be a physical transition, mental, emotional, health journey, relationship transition, but something much bigger than it has been in the last couple of weeks using the energy of the solstice. This is also a week where there is a deeper devotional connection with the cosmic mother, and the energy of the mother is coming up. So, the healing of any aspect that needs to be healed is also happening this week if you allow it. Anashuru salanashu unasa. So there's also a lot of peace coming through with the power of discernment. So there may be things that you see and they may feel appealing, but really do a second check by first checking what you feel about it. And based on how you feel, then you make your decision. Nasa Asarasha. So Archangel Metatron is here, Kamakya Devi is here, Ganesha is here, and the solstice energies and the ancient beings that danced during the time of solstice and brought through so many cosmic messages to us during the solstice. They are here too. A deeper alignment with the galactic center is also coming through. So, for those of you who have been looking for the deepest philosophical and intellectual, philosophical, and spiritual insight, this is a week when that may happen. Somebody may say a sentence, a line, you may come across something that you're reading that may be life transforming. So be open to that. And if this is for you, then this is a very beautiful, magical time. It's also a time of instant manifestation with the connection with the galactic center. So things that you're thinking about, be very, very conscious of them. Consciously choose what you're saying, consciously choose what you're manifesting. And that also means the language we speak to ourselves. So if you've been a bit harsh towards yourself and been saying things that are not honoring and loving you, then this is the time to change that script, that narrative, and allow love to come through first from yourself, from you, and to you. Now, I want to pause quickly and check how everyone is doing. We've been here for a while. I think I was expecting this one to be a bit longer anyway. So now, if anybody is interested in a one-on-one session with me where you'd like to explore your individual cosmic origins, your soul origins, your earth lifetimes, and your galactic lifetimes, and the healing from that so that you can be on your highest path, I'll leave the details in the description of this YouTube video so that you can book a cosmic Akashic session with me. I have limited slots, but I'm trying my best to keep as many slots open as possible at this time when so many people are going through transitions. And I also want to announce that on the 3rd of July, I'm doing the monthly group Akashic meditation. That's 22 Australian dollars. And I'll also keep that link in the description of this YouTube video so that if you'd like, you can, register for it. This time, the theme is going to be the Cosmic Mother's Womb. So it's bringing in all the energetics and the messages and the codes and the stories that came from that experience of being with the Cosmic Mother. Because I have a long story. I was asked to come here in a previous lifetime, and I was completing that in this lifetime. So that's another journey altogether. So I welcome you on that. And I want to especially thank each and every one of you joining live and the ones seeing this later. Thank you for the commitment to yourself, to your soul, to your soul's journey to be aligned, and for joining me, choosing me to be a companion for you as you walk and navigate through this part of your life. Very, very grateful that we get to do this together. The collective energies become so beautiful and potent, and we all get the benefit of coming together in such sacred honoring of this journey. So, thank you so much. Love to you all, and have a beautiful week ahead. I cannot wait to see you next week. So much love. Mwah. So